Mom, don't pick up the phone. I'm on the internet. Good morning, everybody. It's Friday, May 15th. This is the Friday 5, episode 005 of our weekly talk about e-commerce and technology. As usual, up in New York is Bart Mroz.
What's happening?
What's happening? And way down there in Alabama is Justin Nance.
Howdy.
How do?
Howdy.
And I am your host and moderator, John Suder, from way in the middle in Philadelphia. First on our 5 is big news today. Bart, you want to make the big announcement?
This week we celebrate our 5th year anniversary of opening up this crazy shop. Started in a little apartment doing, trying to pretend we're an agency. Now we're actually one. With Brody, who's over there working away.
Well, let's talk about the humble beginnings. I know you and Bob used to work out of the coffee shop down near South Street.
We did. We started working in a coffee shop. Then we moved in together for a year, which was crazy good.
And you had a cast of characters working out of the apartment.
We did. They're no longer with us, strangely enough.
Well, they're still alive, but they're no longer with us.
As in, well, for me, they're dead to me, but that's just.
That's all right. We'll cut all this out.
I'm kidding. No, yeah. Then we moved to an office in Philly. Now we're in New York and Philly and Alabama.
In Alabama. And
Of all
Poland.
places.
Of all places. And Poland, our big contingent is in Poland. The company's about 20 people now. It's kind of crazy.
So what would you say would be the high point of the last 5 years?
I think moving to New York.
I thought it was bringing me on board. Man.
I was going to say the same thing. What the hell?
That's every day.
I'll tell you that privately in the chat room.
That's a gift. Keep on giving.
So moving to New York, you would say is the high point. What would you say, if you want to be a little frank here, what would be the low point?
Having about $100 in the bank the first year right before Christmas and not making payroll. That's always fun.
I remember that because I didn't get paid either. Right. Okay.
That's right.
Nobody got paid.
Nobody got paid.
No Christmas for
And the client owing you about $100,000 we'll never see.
Yeah. Good times. Good times.
Yep, that happens. That has happened. So,
Fortunes rise and fall. Let's hope that never happens again.
Nope. We've learned our lessons, and we do business a little differently now. You guys are full-timers, which is, a difference when we used to do it. So we have, a full-time in the U.S. now? Kind of
Unbelievable. So, since Justin and I are working remote, we're going to miss on the cake. I heard you were trying to get a bouncy house up into the office there, but you couldn't get it.
Yeah, the security didn't let me do that. I was going to fill the production office with balls.
Yeah. Just make the whole production room a ballroom.
Yeah. I don't know if they'll be happy about that. I think Brady would cry.
I think Melissa would be okay with it.
I think so.
I heard poles and strippers, but that was just hearsay.
Do what?
I said I heard poles and strippers, but that was just hearsay.
That's next week.
Oh, well, we do have polls. Half our company's polls.
All right.
The wordplay.
I is one, so.
There's too much corn in this episode. All right, let's move on. The big story. Verizon bought AOL.
Yeah.
Now, there's a lot of chuckles and giggles about that because AOL, to most people, haven't been relevant in a very long time, and most people recall it as just a place that your grandma gets her dial-up service, but it's actually a big content play for Verizon.
Yeah, I mean, AOL became a media company than anything else, right? But they still make like $600 million a year in dial-up service.
I don't think it's that
Really?
much. It's 2 million people still pay for AOL access, and they each pay about $20. So
No way.
that's not 600 million, but
All right.
A lot of money.
Yeah, way.
10 years ago, I was still using their discs as coasters. So I don't know who's still using that service.
Right. AOL
I'll tell you who's still using the service.
That's dial-up and coasters, right?
Yeah, it's your grandmother who does it, who thinks that that's the way you get on the internet, and people who are holding on to an AOL address for some unknown reason. And there are a percentage of people that forgot to cancel their service, and it just keeps rebilling their credit card. And they're just either too lazy or too stupid to figure out how to cancel it.
Right. I don't understand why would you have dial-up. And I mean, I get it, but most of this country is all covered now. Right? It's not like Europe where it's all covered with stuff.
Most.
I mean, Justin, you, man. You have some fun internet issues.
You have no idea, but I would never go back to AOL. I can't see get my home screen and my message boards anymore. I just can't.
Ching, ding, ding, ding.
Do they still have you have mail? Is that going to be the new message notification on Verizon phones now? You have mail every time you get a fucking email.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna have to scream into the phone going, "Ma, get off the phone! I'm online."
Ma, get off the phone! I'm on the internet.
She picks up the phone and
you just plugged me to get
talking.
Mom!
I don't know what Verizon's going to do with it. It's going to be interesting.
Well, AOL owns a lot of properties, and Verizon really all they have is they've basically got the pipes in, and I guess AOL has the content. And from what I'm reading, they really wanted AOL for their ad serving technology.
Right.
So, I mean, you think about the things that AOL owns, Huffington Post, that's big media.
Right.
AOL owns Netscape.
They
still own CompuServe. Yeah, they own Netscape. They own CompuServe. They own MoviePhone. Everybody uses MoviePhone. Don't you use MoviePhone?
Right. I mean,
no, I just use Kramer. Tell me what movie you want to watch.
Why don't you just tell me the name of the movie you want to see?
Wow,
Yeah.
what a bad series of acquisitions that was.
Wait, they own MapQuest.
Yep.
They own WebLogs Inc., Jason Calacanis' old blog network. Does anybody remember AOL by phone?
Yep.
You could check your email by your fancy cellular phone.
Yep.
So yeah,
I remember the Palm Pilot had an AOL app, but you had to actually connect it to a phone line to use it.
Yeah.
You did. So,
Yeah.
The bigger question is, like, what happens to Yahoo? What does Yahoo do, right? Like,
Yeah, I don't know. That's a whole other can of worms, because I don't know about this Yahoo CEO that they put in a couple of months back. Not terribly impressed thus far.
I am. She bought a lot of stuff, She comes from Google World.
Well, she bought Tumblr, so.
And there's that.
And they still own Flickr. Flickr just redid their UI again for the 10th time in 5 years.
You lost me when she started a campaign against remote workers, to be honest. She believes that everyone should be in-house.
All right, so Justin, I'm in the same boat as you, so I kind of looked at that. That kind of put me off. But
from the end of the day, like, I get part of that why she did it, because there's a lot of people that just work there that really didn't do anything, got paid.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She was cleaning house because there was a culture of, this is the way we've always done it, and sometimes you need to,
clean house,
cut the head off so that the body will survive,
right,
or something like that.
Some other,
Yeah, some other folk analogy.
So let's see what Verizon does with them. We'll see.
Well, they've got a solid investment, and it sounds like AOL pretty much owns all of Web 1.0. So it'll be interesting.
No, that's a great analogy. That's exactly right. They made all the acquisitions of all the Web 1.0 big companies, and now the big fish is swallowing the smaller fish.
Yep. See what happens.
Okay.
Moving on.
On the list, there was a patent uncovered. You've heard about the Amazon drones.
Yeah.
Amazon wanted to do the drone delivery service. There was a patent application found that they want to use the drones to get the packages to you within a half an hour, regardless of where you are. Now, this is important because not let's send a drone to Justin's house. Let's send a drone to wherever Justin is. And Justin will use his phone to control the drone once it gets within his airspace.
Justin will wreak havoc with a drone that he's in control of.
Yeah, well, I don't know if you can weaponize these things yet, but or have it land, weaponize it, and then have it take off again.
Right. And just order something. Order something hazardous, like order a battle axe from Cold Steel off Amazon.
Have it dropped
on somebody.
Exactly. That's
to me, this is just like, I get it. It's kind of cool, but there are so many questions. Forget the FAA, forget all that stuff. But there's so much. What? How? Like,
I mean, I give them A for imagination, but I don't see how practical this is. I mean, okay, let's take, for example, or even New York City or where I live, where the houses are close together and everyone's getting their drone to is the street covered with drones? Like,
I can see
two, all that kind of stuff. Like, what? I don't get it.
I can see two possible outcomes. One is a new era of free battle bots between me and my friends. And the other is pretty much a shootout, because I live in Alabama, and I promise you if a drone flies overhead, it's going to make it about 10 feet before someone blows the fucking thing out of the sky. Right. So
yeah. That's going to happen all the time. You're like, sorry, sir, your package is not delivered. Reason. Shout out.
Not on my land. You're not flying your Obama drone over my space. You're not flying your socialist Obama drone over my house.
It's funny because it's true. The only way you could actually get a drone to fly safely over Alabama is if you put a big ass McCain sticker on the bottom of it.
Well, but you'll accidentally shoot it.
Yeah, was that part of their patent, McCain stickers for the South on the bottom?
Yeah. I think they
just have to, right?
Depending on the demographic area.
Like, I mean, that's just you can see them tangled into like power lines, just mayhem.
And we could do a throwback here to the goat lawn service. I wonder if they could deliver that via drones. Just fucking goats dropping in from
the It's raining goats.
All right, moving on.
Moving on.
Facebook has started their instant articles program. Basically, this is what Justin's going to say. This is Facebook taking over more of the internet. Basically, services can provide feeds to Facebook and basically push out the news via Facebook. They can still use their own tools, but they can push out their feed to Facebook, and obviously Facebook will monetize it, but the publishers will get 70% of the revenues. So I think a lot of the publishers will look at this as a new revenue stream, possibly hitting more eyeballs than they would have via their traditional feeds.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. I mean, it's so that you don't have to, basically Facebook is going to integrate it so that you don't have to go to a separate site or outside links. New York Times Now, which is the app on the iPhone, just went free, which is fine. I think reading my news that way is really, really quick. But I'm not sure.
Hey, side note, I worked on that app. Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Sure did. Just side note. Had to take a little fucking credit since you mentioned it. I just wanted to throw it out there.
It's
Go ahead.
Go on.
Sorry.
So you worked on the app. He's terrible today. Since you worked on the app, what do you think about this whole Facebook thing?
Well, I mean, I saw it coming inevitably, right? Because I already get Car and Driver latest articles pushed up. This isn't too far of a step from that. I mean, granted, that requires you subscribing, but it sounds like they're just going to push it anyway. So
yeah,
it'll be interesting. It's a natural step, I think.
it's just
I'm probably a good use case for this because that's how I use Facebook now as a newsreader. I've blocked out so many humans that I really just use it to find out what the F is going on in the world. So I liked every news service and blog that I want to hear news from. So I probably won't see a difference in my feed.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I use Twitter like that just because I have it open all the time. I mean, it's just on. I mean, news is just everywhere. It's not, and publishers going to have to make money somehow, right?
I mean, if you really think about it, going back to Verizon buying AOL, basically Facebook is one you've got mail notification away from being AOL for the Web 2.0. If they get news integration, I mean, they're basically there.
Right. I mean, they have email because you can email your Facebook. They have chat.
Exactly.
They literally, yeah, you were right. It becomes AOL 2.0 basically, which is also not Facebook.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, it's true. Because everything's in there, right? You can do everything in there. Chat with everybody, check in, and if you look at it, all these services are out there. Facebook's just integrated in everything. You basically, instead of putting everything out, they're like keep on integrating new things, so it starts looking like AOL.
And they have animated.
Whenever they release, whenever they release their Facebook porn feed, then they've got it locked down. They've got 100% of the market.
Jesus.
I mean, that's all they're missing, right?
Basically.
True. It is true, sir. It is true.
Okay, let's move on to the product of the week. It's called Pikachu. Pikachu. That's like the name. Pikachu. Pikachu. You can create a Pikachu. Pikachu turns your Instagram, Facebook, and your own photos into temporary tattoos. It's $14.99 for a set of 12. And you can get your free shipping worldwide. So basically, you can take your shitty Instagram photos and make tattoos out of it. So if I want to have a tattoo of my artisanal, small batch, handcrafted eggs and bacon, I can also have a tattoo of it after I post it on.
Artisanal, handcrafted,
small batch.
Let's see what's in my Instagram feed at the moment, because this is going to be, well, there's a dog. There's two kids eating breakfast. Nope. I'm not sure I want any of these to be tattooed. That'll be weird.
Well, they can last for a week. You could choose 12 different images, so you get 12 different poses or 12 different shots of your food.
All right. That's why. Why?
Well, temporary tattoos are actually kind of popular now. You guys have heard of Tattly, right?
Yeah.
Tattly started as a side project by some graphic designer up in Brook. Well, she's not just some graphic designer. She runs the blog Swiss Miss, and she has a co-working space.
Yeah.
And it was just like a side thing that she did, and now it's its own company, and it does actually pretty well.
Yeah, actually, they've been doing real well. I mean, temporary tattoos, for branding purposes, that'd be kind of cool, right?
Oh, yeah, for like trade shows and stuff like that.
Right. I mean, we just need to put all SUMO tattoos on Justin's head and send them out.
I thought of it for practical application. Well, I mean, what limited practical application you could use it for. Say you were, I don't know if like Disney and theme parks and whatnot still use barcodes, but you could always like actually temporary tattoo a barcode for something.
Right. I mean, Disney is a little special because I think they're starting to do the RFID stuff and all those things. So it's definitely special there. Right. But the rest of the theme parks would be interesting.
But that's pretty much it. I can't really see getting a temporary tattoo because most of my Facebook feed, unfortunately, because of my friends, are mostly just the dumps they took that morning, and I really don't want a tattoo of that on my arm.
Poop of the day.
Okay, that's it.
Poop of the day. On that note, on that revelation.
All right, we'll wrap it up.
Welcome to another episode of Friday 5.
Happy anniversary to SUMO, 5 years.
Yep, and 5 years. This is all good things. A lot of fives in this one.
It's all 5. It's all 5 episode.
Yep.
Wow. What a coincidence.
Right, boys. We'll wrap it up.
Wrap it up.
Peace.
Peace out.
See you guys.